Olive Juice feature night featuring Randy Russo's new CD, live at CB's 313.
Close enough. I'm gonna get right into it. I know it, I'm fake.
I've been looking at him, not you. Lately, I've been looking at him, not you. I am living in Brooklyn. Living in Brooklyn, living in Brooklyn, living in Brooklyn, and I did. Lately, I've been knocking your door right through. Lately, I've been knocking your door right through. I am living in Brooklyn, I am living in Brooklyn, living in Brooklyn, I am living in Brooklyn, and I did. I know this guy, Mike never does that, he's got a problem. And I know this other guy, he knows just how to fix it. And I know this other guy who spends all day writing things that other people say. He's a crook. I know it hurts. Sometimes I feel like hurting you, but if we weren't hurting, sometimes I wonder what we do. I'm missing you. You're standing right here next to me. I'm kissing you just to keep you from breathing. I'm a crook. I'll steal your breath. There was a time that I thought you were everything, and then I found that everything was all fucked up. Maybe I'll go to work early and steal some empty boxes and bring them home and break them down and build a cardboard coffin for them to cart you off in. I'm a crook. I'll steal your breath. So why should I waste my time searching for the truth when I can just take it from you?
yard sale, hitting the stage for the first time. Well, this week. Coming up in a second, as soon as they choose to, it's going to be Gene and Mimi making their sidewalk debut as cover artists of Major Matt Mason.
Yeah, Gene, is this about right?
Well, if you don't want to hear me, that's okay. But in fact, I don't know what we're doing here. We thought we were asked for the Bob Dylan tribute. No, I guess it's we're admirers from afar. I think Matt's album is one of the best albums I've heard, not just come out of the sidewalk, but just heard the period after that. And we've listened to it a lot, and we're going to do a song from that. And because we don't get out a lot these days, we thought we'd do a double tribute. Always looking for the angle. This is a tribute song that Matt wrote to a former compatriot named of Danny Sher. Not that this song is about Danny Sher, definitely, maybe. Actually, this is called Kiss Loves You. No, we missed that one. I'm sorry. The song starts that way. I say there's a little feedback coming from me.
Well, we used to really hang out with Danny. I did.
Danny loves you.
I know. I was going to tell a story about that. But
Danny
Gene's
loving
here.
you? Wait a minute. I think we should talk about that first.
Do that thing again. There's a tear in my eye. It never seems to dry. And the guy that put it there has very curly hair. I remember in the park we talked till it got dark. We ate falafel. It was awful. We both were unemployed, and it wasn't my decision to talk about religion. But at times like these, for some reason, it always seems to come up. Oh, where are you hiding? Danny Sher, we're not the same without you here. Where are you hiding? Danny Sher, it's not the same without you here. Do it again. Take her where she wants to go. Take her where she wants to go. Take her where she wants to go. Danny Sher, it's not the same without you here. Where are you hiding? Danny Sher, it's not the same without you here. Where are you hiding? Danny Sher, it's not the same without you here. Where are you hiding? Danny Sher, it's not the same without you. Where are you hiding? Danny Sher, it's not the same without you here. Where are you hiding? Danny Sher, it's not the same without you here. Sorry, Matt.
Oh, that was so sweet. The first time I heard the song, first time I heard Danny Sher, the thought that crossed my mind was,
You idiot! He's in San Francisco. He moved to San Francisco a month ago.
I'm sure that Matt knew that at the time, but I didn't know Matt so well then, so I felt like I should probably. Your talents about to hit the stage later on tonight. We'll be performing in a second. I think a second is now. You're beautiful, darling. It's wonderful. It's wonderful.
Well, if you say I'm beautiful, then it must be.
That's what I'm saying, baby.
This is one of my favorite songs by Matt. feeds your eyes, things upside down. You think that you like them better that way, so you go to her to end. She trips, she falls, she climbs walls. You follow whole way down. She wakes you up to help you sleep. She pulls you out when you're too deep. She goes by many different names. She sets you free by smashing your brains. You'll follow her whole way down. You'll follow her whole way down. She drives you crazy without changing lanes. She fills your sky with firework flames. She'll follow you whole way down. She'll follow you whole way down. She'll follow you whole way
Coming up. Coming up. Don't worry. Go.
The incredible man Turner of so many bands he can't begin to count. Just one of.
It's on?
It's true. It's true. Just one of the many bands he's in is the Bionic Finger, who will be playing on January 6th at the Baby Jupiter. You can't miss that. It's mandatory attendance. I'm sorry, it's mandatory attendance. There were many people who unfortunately couldn't make it here tonight because of sickness, because of prior engagements. Prince was one of them. Madonna, of course, you've heard that she's a little busy this week. She wanted to be here to pay tribute to Major Matt Mason. One of the others, of course. I'm stalling, I'm vamping, but something is turning.
Okay.
One of the others is. Okay, well, you know, as we wait for the next speaker to join us tonight from far off, our virtual testimonial tonight for Major Matt Mason, coming all the way from the East Village.
Because you passed the picture, thought I had to drink. Just because you dropped the anchor, I thought I had to sink. Just because you thought I was someone else, I thought that's who I should be. Just because you said you knew me, I thought you knew me. And everybody looks like somebody, nobody I know. Everywhere I think of going, somewhere I don't go. Every time I say I'm thinking that you knew. nothing else to do, so I think I'm leaving you. I'm learning to lie to myself. I'm thinking about my health. I'm wondering where you are, and I'm thinking I don't want to be a rock star anymore. I don't want to be a rock star. Stop that chattering in the back. Just because you took my picture, I thought I was a star. Just because you gave me candy, I got inside your car. And every single day the sun went down, I thought it went down on me. And when I got up, I was shit out of luck. Everything I do to remember is making me forget. Every lie I say to get by no longer makes me upset. The brighter you make that birthday cake, the darker it seems to get. And every wind that filled my sails just blows right through me. I think you're in love with yourself, not who you thought you were. You're stoned and you're watching TV, and you're thinking, I don't want to be a rock star anymore. I don't want to be a rock star. I don't want to be a rock star anymore. I don't want to be a rock star. I don't want to be a rock star. I don't want to be a rock star. Poor pitiful me. Poor pitiful me. Poor pitiful me. Me.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was John Kessel. Unfortunately, he's in Philadelphia tonight, playing with the incredible Drew Blood. So, Wyatt.
So he couldn't make it tonight. You're not on, are you? So we have to vamp until Larry comes back. So, you're not on. So John Kessel, of course, loves Major Matt Mason more than anything. Well, I think he likes breathing more, but so it's a toss-up. It's a comparable kind of thing.
How long were you gone, Matt?
4 or 5 days.
4 or 5 days. Missing you day 5. A lot of time has gone on since we last spoke, and I think now clearer heads can prevail, if you'll let me. I've been thinking about what you said, and no matter how ridiculous and absurd, I'm willing to listen again, to give you another chance to apologize. But if you're not going to be mature enough to grovel halfway, then I don't see any point in continuing. And if you're construing this attempt at reconciliation as a recapitulation, then you've got another think coming. History is defined by victory, which is why now and forever, I can admit that I was always right. Oh, of course, sir. I stand corrected. I meant wrong. Sorry.
Peter D'Souza? Peter D'Souza!
Now, let's hang up the bucket and bury the cow. I'm swinging through trees, and it was you that showed me how. So just rock-a-bye, little baby, and keep your ass off that bough. And go away, and leave me to die. I can't get much lower without getting high. The war has ended in an unsettled tide. You earn a medal and I go through your desk drawer and steal all your pens. You call me up and I'm out with my friends. The trouble is finding where the trouble begins. So go away and leave me to die. I can't get much lower without getting high. The war has ended in an unsettled time. You earned a medal and I learned to cry. When I met you, I would leave you sometime. I drunk in your beauty like a cheap jar of wine. I need a quarter to call you, and all I got is a dime. And calling collects not a habit of mine. So you take that cow and I'll ride the horse. Behind every marriage is a painful divorce. Well, you ask, do I love you? And I'll say yes, of course. But if love were that easy, they'd sell it in stores. So go away and leave me to die. I can't get much lower without getting high. The war has ended in an unsettled time. You earned the medal and I learned to cry.
Peter Zoza, speaking of the major talent that is Major Matt Mason.
Peter.
Give me a beat, y'all. Just, you know.
Give me a cup of coffee and I'll think.
Something simple. Well, you can learn a lot about someone from the way they screen their calls. And you can learn a lot about someone from how they decorate their walls. Like a plane wreck in a black hole that just falls and falls and falls and falls. And baby, I can't figure you out. You can learn a lot about someone from the way they cut their hair. And you can learn a lot from someone about the way they show they care. And when I will talk to you these days, it's like you're not even there. And baby, I can't figure it out. Baby, I can't figure it out. You need someone. You don't need someone like you. You need someone who needs someone like you. You don't need someone. You don't need someone like you. You need someone who needs someone like you. See, this is where the beat would have been a little useful, but whatever. Yeah, whatever. Well, I've been around this great big world. Well, that's not really true. Well, I've met a lot of people. Well, that's not really true too. But I think about all the things that I really wish you'd do. And baby, I can't figure it out. Baby, I can't figure you out. You fell into a well of despair. And baby, I can't figure it out. I just need a little something for that something in between. I just need a little time to pass the time. But there's a diamond in a lump of coal, and that's trapped inside your brain. And baby, I can't figure it out. Baby, I can't. Well, you get the idea. Major Matt Mason song, an incredible Major Matt Mason song. It's called Black Hole. I think someone should have commented on the fact that almost none of Major Matt Mason's titles have anything to do with the song. I mean, in a way they have something to do with the songs. But like, you know, that was called Black Hole. There's the line Black Hole in there. It's not about a black hole. It's just a tease. It's just a tease. Damn you, Major Matt Mason, damn you! Coming up in the time it takes for them to hit the stage are the major talents, who, in case they don't know, are Dina and Nan. For a dramatic reenactment, our final number of the tribute session of the evening, a dramatic reenactment of a Major Matt Mason song.
I'm not doing any acting.
A major motion picture.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Center, okay. You're on the right.
There's a tear in my eye that never seems to dry. And the guy that put it there has very curly hair. His name is Danny Shear. I remember in the park, we talked till it got dark. We had falafel. It was awful. We both were unemployed. And it wasn't my decision to talk about religion, but for some reason, at times like those, it always just comes up.
Where are you hiding, Danny Shear? It's not the same without you here. Where are you hiding, Danny Shear? It's not the same without you here. Danny? Where are you hiding? Danny?
I want to know what she wants me to know. I want her to take me where she wants to go.
Where are you hiding, Danny Shear? It's not the same without you here. Where are you hiding, Danny Shear? It's not the same without you here. Your mama's all right.
Your daddy's all right.
They just seem a little weird. Surrender! Surrender! But don't give yourself away. Thank you.
The major talents available for parties, and that might be it. We're going to take a tiny break because that's all the performers who dared to even attempt the great talent, the great amazingness, the hat's just too much. The hat's just too much. I'm sorry. But in a minute or two, Major Matt Mason's going to come to the stage, and he's actually going to show you how the songs are supposed to be performed, which is an interesting concept, I think. You know, if we had actually heard him perform first, we probably never would have even dared to attempt this. In a moment or two, perhaps three, Major Matt Mason will be here on the stage. Please wait. Thank you.
In the meantime, we do have Major Matt Mason USA records for sale if you want to hear how the songs were recorded and done and stuff like that. So right over at this table, I'll have some Major Matt Mason CDs. They make great presents and they're really cool.
We must look forward to it. We must clap. We must enjoy the Major Matt Mason USA experience.
Do one of my songs.
Well, thanks a lot, everybody. That's really, I'm really very touched. I've been in therapy for like about 3 years now, and
Therapy applause.
a large part of it is learning how to deal with the, taking compliments and things like that. And I feel like this is sort of the pinnacle of 3 years of a lot of hard work. So I just want to say thanks. I almost deserve this. So I'm gonna do a song for Eli's. It's about my favorite animal. for Lizzie Scarecrow's kid. I'd like to introduce myself, you've probably seen me round. Some call me Canine Man's best friend, to some I'm just a hound. I like to run and jump and play and roll upon the ground. And if you haven't guessed by now, perhaps you'll know my sound. I go rough, rough. I go rough, 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 rough. Rough, 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 rough. Rough, 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 rough. Rough, 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 rough. Life is rough, 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 rough. Rough, 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 rough. Rough, 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 rough. My name just might be Snowball, fluffy butcher spot. Sometimes I pant and drool real hard when it's extremely hot. People walk on 2 legs, me I walk on 4. If you're blind, I'll help you find the nearest grocery store with my rough, 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 rough. Rough, 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 rough.
Rough, 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 rough. Rough, 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 rough.
Life is rough, 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 rough. Rough, 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 rough. Rough, 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 rough. I'll lick you on the nose. At night I'll warm your toes. I have no need of clothes, 'cause I'm covered with hair. I'll fetch you a newspaper, a ball or a stick, but you have to praise me when I do. A bone would do the trick. And I'll go rough, 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 rough. 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 Life is rough, 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 rough. Rough, 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 rough. Rough, 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 rough. Yes, I'm just a dog. That's good enough for me. I like to spend my afternoons beneath a shady tree. If you're feeling blue, I'll be there for you. Just scratch my ears, I wish I'll lick your tears away. With my rough, 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 rough. 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 Rough, 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 rough. All right. Now I'll do a cool one. That was for the family crowd. Now all the cool people are like about to throw up. So now I'll do like a cool one. Where like I might have a curse word in there or something. I can't hear in the way you don't say. I can't see in the way you look away. You make me feel like I don't feel what I'm feeling. a deal, but I don't feel like you're dealing. To me, you're a mouse in a maze. It's clear to you that I'm a rat inside a race car. It's clear to everyone that no one really cares. It's clear to nobody that nothing's really theirs.
Normally at a show at the SideWalk Cafe, you get a tip jar.
Prop! Thank you.
Aaron, sound man, wonderful gentleman, great human being. You could clap.
Yay, Aaron! You're sprinting, for God's sake! Why would you give me a cue? I don't understand you.
Normally it's around this time during the show where we pass a tip jar for a performer. This is a tribute. So I'm gonna pass a tip jar for the performer.
Living in Brooklyn, I am living guy spends all day writing things that other people say. He's a crook. Fucked up. Maybe I'll go to work early, steal some empty boxes, bring them home and break them down, build a cardboard coffin, then to cart you off it. I'm a crook. I'll steal your breath. Time searching for the truth when I can't just take it from you. Okay, thanks a lot very much, everybody. It's very nice.
Yeah, let's give a big round of applause to Major Matt Mason, USA.
More!
Coming right up, we have American Indie Men. Y'all stick around, it's going to be a great show.
I'm whether innocent or guilty as sin, but I ain't gonna judge you, I'm just gonna watch your ceiling fan spin. You said that we must quit, you read it in your charts. I'm Mr. Asian, ancient healing arts, but you didn't say it was cause I suffer from too much yam or too little yin. But I'm not worried about it, I'm just gonna watch your ceiling fan spin. train. Well, it stands for Jesus Christ. Well, baby, I was faithless, and now I'm paying the price. How can I take the M-train? 'Cause M stands for the moon, and I was gonna take you there until you change your tune. Stop this train. Let me off this train. Yeah. Can I take the N train? 'Cause N stands for the night. I've been on this train for quite some time, and there ain't no sun in sight. Can I take the R train to reach the promised land? 'Cause R stands for the ring I don't see on your hand. Can I take the Z train to leave you behind? 'Cause he is the last letter stands for the end of the line. Stop this train. Let me off this train. Let me off this train.
Pizzuto. Sure, that's all the executive story.
Stop
She lives in
this.
I better not go visit my friend Jeff. He hasn't moved in yet.
Turning the vote into non-selection. 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 Coke and Pepsi are exactly the same thing. Turning the vote into non-selection. Set standards for conduct and behavior. 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 It can't work if you're a different flavor. Set standards for conduct and behavior. Talking like the court's about the drug trade. 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 U.S. is there when there's money to be made. Talking like the court's about the drug trade. Threatening women's right to decision. 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 Claiming that hate is really religion. Threatening women's right to decision.
Yeah, but I got a feeling you got two answers.
Making you leave and questioning your dedication. Making you leave. I'll never be your lover. And the townspeople said his heart's been broke. He never will recover. He said you are all my friends. Dick will rise. Dick will rise. Dick will rise again. He won her over and she became his spouse. And he went into Washington as a member of the House. And things were looking good. But Dick fell out of favor while chasing Bolsheviks. And the critics said this upstart won't last long in politics. He said, you are wrong. must be true. You forgive it, and I did this, didn't do that. So how come I'm not there yet? Hoping to find the light. Every way he was drawing closer to the dark side.